Okay, I had the poem The Echoing Green. The sun does arise and make happy the skies, the merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and the thrush, the birds of the bush, sing louder around, to the bells' cheerful sound, while our sports shall be seen on the echoing green. Old John with white hair does laugh away care, sitting under the oak among the old folk. They laugh at our play, and soon they all say, such were the joys, when we all, girls and boys, in our youth time were seen on the echoing green. To the little ones weary, no more can be merry. The sun does descend, and our sports have an end. Round the laps of our mothers, many sisters and brothers, like birds in their nest, are ready for rest, and sports no more seen on the darkening green. Now I have this last stanza, the third one, right here, and you can kind of tell as I try to click off all of the comments. The top part is yellow, and the bottom part is a blue because of the mood as it goes further down. The first two stanzas talk about the happies of life, while the third one basically says everything comes to an end. And the echoing green is basically about a bunch of old people sitting around the tree thinking about like their youth and all the happy times. And just how basically when you're young you need to live or else you really don't have much. And just to show in the first line it says the sun does ascend, and then once you get to the bottom, the third line says the sun does descend. So basically, like, the sun sets, everything like basically happens for a reason, but how you get older no matter what, and the sun's gonna set no matter what. And then up on the top again, it says while our sports shall be seen, and then once you get to the bottom again, it says and our sports have an end, basically showing that everything really does end. The tone really goes from like happy, talking about children and childhood, to like really serious about how everything comes to an end no matter what. William Blake showed through this poem a lot of like imagery. Like if you read it, you can see the little kids playing sports and running around and laughing, and you can see the sun rising, you can see the sun setting, and you can see right here around the laps of their mothers, you can see children by their mother's laps or laying on their mother's laps, or birds in a nest. And I noticed how right here, the end of the two stanzas, they end with on the echoing green, and the green is capitalized. And then once you get to the last stanza, on the darkening green, it goes from dark. So basically, like, again, the sun is setting, so it's going to be dark out. You don't really see a lot of green of grass or anything, but there's nothing capitalized there. So it shows that somehow in this way, that the green, the grass, the livelihood of the color green in a childhood is important. did there's a lot of paintings that happened around this time also. You scroll down. Right here. You can see there's a lot of old people around, and then you see all these younger children and the children around their mother's laps, and the green of the tree and the grass, and this one looks like he's going to catch a ball and everybody's watching. So it shows the sport and everybody being loud, along with the older people sitting and thinking about when they were younger what had happened. And this poem, it's in the Book of Innocence, because children are innocent. Oh, everyone is innocent, proven guilty, technically. But it shows that in the Book of Innocence, because children are innocent, that's why I'm thinking that the book, or this is in that part of the book. And if you also look at the syllables in each line, there's not really a specific pattern. They really range from 4 to 7 syllables in each line, and you can see most of them there's 5s, most of them 5 and 6 divided there. And then once you get to the bottom, this is where you start seeing the 6s, where it really draws your attention to these just few specific lines, because you're talking more, but there's more syllables within them.